What's up, y'all? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. For everybody that's new, I'm Frank. This is Morals Over Money, and welcome. So it's 8:30 Saturday morning. I'm on the way to the shop. This week I haven't put out any interviews, any videos, period. And I had some stuff I had to take care of. But I got an interview I'll probably be putting out tonight. It's an update with Gene. So those of y'all that have been asking for the update with Gene, it'll be, I just need to finish the last little edits and I'll drop it tonight. I figured I'd take this chance and also give you a couple little updates on other people that you guys have asked about through DMs or through comments, stuff like that. So Natasha, from the last that I heard, was back in jail. She relapsed, unfortunately, and got caught up in a drug raid, drugs thing out here near Shamokin, PA. So, you know, that's why we haven't heard anything about Natasha. So hopefully, you know, sometimes jail can be a saving light. I know plenty of addicts who, if it wasn't for jail, they wouldn't be alive today. Myself probably including, to be honest with you. Myself, I could bunch myself up in there. This fucking jacket is so bright. The white is so bright that it's causing you see that? And this is my work jacket. This is my work smock. So hold up a minute. It's so bright that it's like throwing the camera off, the focus. So shout out to Rachel for doing, you know, she says she threw extra bleach on there. So, you know, hopefully Natasha's doing well. Second, we're going to touch on is Baby Sean. So anybody that doesn't know, Baby Sean is Kay and Jessica's child. Kay and Jessica, two people that I interview on the channel numerous times. I have an interview that I interviewed them probably about 2 months ago, right before I went to Puerto Rico. I never put it out. I'm gonna put it out. It was, I guess you could say, I caught them at a vulnerable moment. Kay, some guys had just jumped on Kay, and you know, they jumped him, beat him up. You can see his lip was all busted up. And it was, you know, it was some stuff went missing or money went missing. Those type of videos I struggle with a little bit putting up, but I also know how important they are, right? They're extremely important because, as you see, and those of us that know that have been in addiction know that there's a lot more messed up moments than there is like normal moments. And normal in addiction is just getting high or chasing your next high, right? That would be considered normal. What will be considered abnormal is all the shit we got to go through to get there. So, you know, well, their child, so they had a child. Their child is living with their sister, not their sister, Jessica's sister, is about to adopt the baby, thank God. So they love that baby unconditionally. They're taking care of that baby good. The baby has some health defects, or some special needs because of the parents' usage throughout her pregnancy. So Jessica was using all the way up until she gave birth. Fentanyl and crack cocaine, you know, and stuff like that, which unfortunately her sister's husband or fiance and the baby have to deal with. So they were at the barbershop 2 weeks ago. Baby Sean, Jessica's sister Jennifer, and her fiance, and then her daughter. They were all at the barbershop. Got to meet up with them, bust it up, give them haircuts and stuff, and just catch up. I got a little picture, little video, so you can see how cute he is. He's getting big. He's very, very, very cute, and you can tell he's loved. So the next person is Sharon. Sharon is a normal on the channel, pretty much at the very beginning of the channel. Quickly became very popular with people, because I think of how down to earth and how good of a person she was, right? She was like one of the first videos that I think really touched and bothered people a little bit on the channel, because I had, and it just happened that I had captured on camera where she was just, you know, at that point in our addiction, which we have many of these points, sometimes on a normal basis, where we're just like, I can't do this shit no more, I need to get help, and we can't get help, and then everything is going wrong. It seems like the world is falling down around us. And I captured that moment, of one of those moments of hers, on camera. So Sharon was doing good. And let me start by saying, all right, somebody sent me, a couple different people sent me pictures of Sharon in Kensington recently. They look to be recent photos. And I haven't heard from Sharon in quite a while, so I couldn't tell you with 100% accuracy how she's doing. I 100% don't know. A lot of people have told me that they've seen her around Kensington. A lot of people. I'm talking like close to a dozen messages. Dozen different people message me, send me photos, and like, look, Sharon's down here. And naturally, she would probably want to keep away from me, because she knows the type of relationship we have. When she sees me, I'm not going to judge her, but I'm going to give it to her raw and tell her, look, you're fucking up. We don't like to hear that. And she knows she's going to hear that from me, okay? So that's Sharon. Malo, who is also one of the favorites on the channel. Me and Malo did time together. Malo actually saved my life. That's how I came to know him, and how those of y'all that know, when Malo was out there in the streets, I made it a point to each and every single time that I was in Kensington to check on him. I could be passing through Kensington, not even planning to stop in Philly, and I was going to check on him to make sure he was fed and make sure he was warm. You know, I've rented hotels, numerous hotels, and had him stay in the hotel overnight just so he'd get off the street. You know, Malo literally saved my life. It came down to it that somebody was trying to kill me. And if it wasn't for Malo, I wouldn't be here today. I'll share that story with you guys one day. I was hoping to do it with him sober, so we could both talk about it, because we never really talked about it. But, you know, so his son took him to Florida. His son said he was doing good, said he was going to get him in a program, and I haven't heard from him since. I have to believe that Malo's still doing good, because if not, he would come back to Kensington. That's his familiar stomping grounds. Whenever we start doing anything that we shouldn't do, or we start falling back into getting high, the first place we go is what we know best. What Malo knows best is Kensington. He grew up in that area. He could go back there, and probably for the first week, he wouldn't have to pay for drugs, because people would be like, oh, I see, you're back around. How you doing? Let me put you to work, stuff like that. So for the first week, he wouldn't have to pay for drugs. That's why I say, if I don't see him in Kensington, I have to assume wholeheartedly that he's doing good. I need to dig through my DMs and find his son's information and message him just to double check. But I sort of feel like he's doing good. And I feel like if I start speaking him up, he's going to show up. And it might not be in a good way. You know what I mean? So that's why I really haven't dug and tried to find his son's information. Antoine sent me a message. The last time I was out in Philly and I was really looking for him, I was looking for him. I walked all around from Allegheny to Somerset, looking for him, to G Street, all over the place. And I asked people, I said, yo, if you see Antoine, tell him Frank, look for him. I didn't see him, but he called me the next day. Called me, we were on the phone for a good half an hour. He said he's doing good. He said, through the channel, people recognize him. And every now and then they'll take him away from Kensington. Somebody would be like, look, come through, pick him up. Be like, oh, you're Antoine, right? And then take him away for a day or two. So that's a good thing. That could lead to sobriety, easily could lead to sobriety. So, I look for him, but I'm glad I don't see him. He's another one. I'm glad I don't see him when I go down there. I haven't seen him in 2 times, and I'm glad. So I'll be heading down there again, very recent, in the very near future, and we'll be doing some more interviews. I got some interviews from Baltimore, another couple interviews from Chicago, and then some new ones from Baltimore that I have that I'll be releasing here in the next couple days. I thank you guys. Stay blessed, y'all. Stay up. Remember to be patient, loving, and kind. And I just got to the shop, so it's time to go to work. Have a great day, y'all.